I love
Wet it down, girl.
Shut the fuck up.
Wow. What the hell? That's a way to start the show.
that's so aggressive.
That's what that look kind of was, but I didn't mean to come off so aggressive. But it
Wow.
made Joe laugh a lot. Welcome to the show, everybody. My friends call me 3D.
Don't back off.
Please stay. Well, I'll get back to it. Please stay tuned for the next hour for the potentially most interactive comedy radio show on the planet. Join us on Skype. Join us on Twitter. Comedypipe. The YouTubes are going.
Woohoo!
So go check it out.
That's
You can watch the show live in high defish.
Yeah.
It's weird. High def.
Yeah, whatever the Connect has over there. Is that the camera?
No,
Oh.
not tonight.
Oh.
That would not face the right for that. But you wouldn't know that because you still don't do cool shit.
That's true.
Did you do anything this week? Did you meet the goal of doing it? Did you have any thought shot?
Did you go on any dates? Go to dinner?
I did. Yeah, last week I did.
Yeah, where'd you go? Is that good? It's a little divey.
It was just no, it's huge. It's not
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And Teresa knows all about Ivy. You asked if it was Ivy. What did she ask if it was?
Wait. How did you get?
I heard Ivy.
Yeah.
Tinder.
Tinder.
People still use that?
Sure.
I don't give a shit about what they ate. Everybody eats food. How did you meet them?
Tinder.
Oh my gosh.
Horror City.
Wow. You got a date from Tinder.
Yeah.
You sneaky little bastard. I love
Another
it.
one next week.
Wow.
How many successful dates would you say you've had on?
It depends on your
Tinder?
definition of successful.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't. Yeah. You didn't
Like
go
a pulse,
home.
just has a pulse.
Yeah.
That's good enough.
Might as well welcome someone who has been doing cool shit
Yeah.
for the last 10 years.
Word them up.
Yeah.
Well, my showcase for 10, my career 15.
Wow.
Well, would you say the first 5 were cool shit?
It was a great learning.
For 15 years,
No,
cool shit.
13.
Our guest,
He's very thorough. I like a thorough
I'm rounding
man.
now.
13
Thorough. He's
years.
given
Our
3
guest.
different answers in the last
Yeah.
15 seconds.
Greg Aidala.
Thanks, guys.
Caught
Thanks.
you in mid-sip there, didn't he?
Yeah, no, that's totally cool.
Perfect
No, that's
timing.
totally cool.
I say his name, I
Timing
look
was-
up, and he's got the glass right to his
It was perfect
lips.
timing. I mean, the show started off with "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's-
And all because
My
I
gosh.
said I liked MySpace.
Yeah, because Tom was cool.
Greg put something about our show on his MySpace page.
No, I really didn't.
No.
Oh, I really thought you had a MySpace
Oh,
page.
Aunt
It brought me
Teresa.
back.
No, sorry.
It brought me
Sorry.
back.
my
Where's our
gosh.
Aunt Teresa?
10
music?
years.
Sorry, it's so sad.
And Teresa.
Dude, your
It-
show's
it-
all over
yeah.
AOL.
No, but if you really want to bring it into reality, and I'm going to share something so deep and personal right now that I'm saving it for 5 seconds for my wife to walk out of the room
Oh, shit.
Wife?
Hurry up.
because
hurry up.
I'm going to let her answer it.
God
Dear,
bless her.
how did we meet? MySpace.
See?
Brought it back
Look at
around.
that.
Brought it back
I
around.
told you.
You want comedic timing on a live podcast? There it is.
There you
That's
go.
That's a true
fantastic.
story. That's a
Nice.
true story. Yeah.
So
like
really, you just
eight-
reached out to her?
eight,
Like your-
8 years ago? Yeah, something
Yeah.
like
What
that.
attracted you to her page?
her toothpaste? Crap.
She
Yeah.
uses
like minty fresh breath. I love this.
and it's Tom's
right.
of Maine, so she's got
Oh,
a little
there you go.
granola.
That's right.
I like that.
Okay.
Little granola hippie inside.
Toothpaste? The fuck are you talking about?
Absolutely. I used to use the Tom's of Maine and the Jasons.
You put
With
that on
granola in it?
You put that on.
When I lived in New York
MySpace?
City, I shopped at the Park Slope Food Co-op.
Granola.
Okay, sweet.
And you
Yeah.
put that on MySpace.
Yeah, of course. What kind of toothpaste do you use? Tom's of Maine.
I did see
Nice.
there was black toothpaste now. Like
That's
it
gross.
was some, it had, I don't know, diamonds and shit in it.
Affirmative action is
Graphite.
getting a little out of control.
Yeah, it was-
I mean, come on. I mean, really?
It was.
Oh, come on.
If
now.
you want to take it that far, the first shot of someone using it was a younger, early 20s black man
That's great.
dipping
Did you-
his toothbrush in this what looked like hair product. You know how they kind of get like
Yeah.
What
petri
happened
dish
to
shit.
his
Yeah, yeah.
teeth?
And he dips this shit and it gets just black and he just goes to town like
And
nothing.
even that has
And
bling,
it's-
you said?
And you rinse it? Like what happens?
It's toothpaste. It's just in a container Petri dish, not a tube. But it's
like
black.
Dapper Dan.
Yeah, there you go. Some Dapper Dan.
Yeah.
Hey, where's your toothpaste?
I'm a Dapper Dan man.
Dish.
I would mistakenly use
we gotta
that
need
for
Dapper
my
Dan.
hair product.
That'd be funny.
I'm so spacey in the morning and always rushed. Like I would just grab it and probably put it in my hair, thinking it was my hair wax.
Maybe. What differentiates your morning dizziness from your evening dizziness?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
I always wonder about that. I mean, that's cool.
Like in the morning you're rushed. I'm like grabbing things. They're all in a spot, and
I
I'm
always
like,
look at a dish of strange diamondy liquid and go, "Oh, that must be my hair gel,"
right?
and just rub it on me.
Yeah.
It's in a
I don't know. It was black. It was kind of shiny.
Oh.
I saw it was weirded
Petri
out. I
dish.
didn't. Yeah, it was like in a Petri dish type thing.
That's gross.
It was.
Yeah.
So hair product. I don't have any dishes of hair product, but I know they exist.
Mm.
So that
Usually
that's
in
my reference.
bottles,
I got
though.
nothing but a little bit of hairspray and I'm good.
nice.
That's
Yeah,
really
so-
so scintillating.
So 13 years total.
Wow, that's great.
10 years for the showcase, doing the brouhaha.
Yeah, 10 years of that.
That was it was very convenient that the booking of this coincided with that article that went out. I was like, that's kind of cool timing.
With the news.
Yeah, with
They were
Channel
really
9.
nice
Yeah.
to me. Yeah, they they said like to cover the anniversary, and I was thankful for that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That was
there are good people down there. They're all around our age, and they're all doing their thing. So it's cool to see everyone get together. Yeah, it's cool.
I knew one of the weathermen that worked for 9 for a while, and
Who's
he bounced around Jason Caterina.
We went to high school together.
Nice. He was,
Yeah,
he
we
was
did.
He's on
pseudo.
WAMC
He just moved.
now.
Yeah. He's down south.
Down south a little bit.
I
He
know his
was
mom.
Yeah.
he was pseudo roommate. Like
That's cool.
we lived in the same apartment for a while, and then I moved out and he moved into my room.
Really?
So
Interesting.
I saw him probably a week or two before he left.
Oh, cool.
So, yep.
Yeah, I wished him.
Small world.
I wished him luck right before the holidays.
Yeah, small.
Where
world.
did he go?
West
like
Virginia.
Virginia?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Definitely.
I enjoyed his
the
weather.
best thing ever, right?
No,
He-
because
he-
when I-
he's a
when I-
weatherman.
When I drive in the
Great.
car, I always have NPR on, and I liked hearing him
What an
give me the
exciting
weather.
ride that must be.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Good morning. And
Alan Shartok, are you kidding me? He's a man of my heart.
the WAMC.
Yeah,
I've
only
done shows there.
WAMC.
Yeah, they're good people down there too.
Mhm.
voice is too
Yeah.
annoying. Can't get
Alan,
past that voice.
I hate
Yeah.
the fun drive though. God damn it! When I wake up on Monday and I hear
Yeah.
that fun drive,
They beg so much.
I have to like slam the radio off in
Yeah.
the car, and I'm all disgruntled because I didn't get.
Don't you
any
listen to
news.
music?
No, I listen to the news.
Oh,
and news
Delilah
shows.
on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the
Fuck
worst.
her.
Wow.
You know what?
It's-
She and I are gonna have it out one day.
Oh my god, arm wrestle.
Oh, who gives a shit?
Oh, okay.
Last,
Wow.
last show
Delilah?
might as well just been called "I fucking hate that woman, Delilah."
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's
I brought-
just
I-
part two.
This
Oh,
is-
great. So get me up to speed.
I never knew about her
Oh,
until
really?
a week ago.
Oh, you spend
She
too much time
instantly
with
hated
Vice
her.
Guy.
I love it.
Oh my
Joe and I had mild exposure
Oh, yeah,
to it,
it's- oh, yeah.
and we walked
It's-
away from
I
it,
like her-
changed
I
and
like her-
shared, and now the hatred has spread. For
She's
that
like an
reason. It's
evangelical
weird.
Dear Abby who hates everyone.
and
That's
has
just it, though.
13.
People tell her the deepest, darkest things, and then she kind of repeats them a little, and then gives no advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then plays a song.
Yeah.
Oh, your
exactly.
husband
This one'll
cheated
make you
on
feel
you and
better.
raped
Yeah.
you before he left you, darling.
Oh,
That's
right. That's what I just said.
Have a country
Oh,
song.
wow.
Well, here's Barry Manilow.
Yeah, we got a
There's a
song.
hidden message if it plays record backwards.
Yeah, we got a song to fix that, honey.
So that was the
Ah.
last episode.
I can't wait to meet her. She is fucking finished.
Well, I'd start with
And
She's
I am
got
not.
13 kids. You're not going to get anywhere close to that woman.
You're
We're putting this on World Star when you meet.
Oh,
Yeah,
totally.
World Star.
Yeah, 'cause she's got a lot of kids. She's gonna kick your ass.
It's going to be a total world star moment. I have a beagle.
Oh.
Yep. Squirt Girl and Wonder Beagle taking on fucking Delilah.
She does 1,700 pounds combined of kid deadlifts every day.
Yeah.
You got a
It's like
dog.
not gonna- All she has to do is, all right, where's the most adorable one? Go find the adorable dog and take care of it, and they'll just be adorable. And that's the end of that. You're
I'm still, you know what? I'm Ukrainian. I'm still taking her on.
Wow,
her.
here we go.
I can't. Even
You
her
heard it
name,
first, right here.
Delilah. Ugh,
It is an awful name.
it's terrible. Like
She feels that way. Too.
only
Sounds like an Indian dish. Did you have a Delilah?
Yeah.
No, it was
Yeah.
horrible.
That was-
The Delilah. was
Delilah.
disgusting.
Ugh.
Wow.
Now I'm hungry for Indian food though.
How are you?
Yeah, I love Indian.
It's nice. It's a nice place I go to when I'm in Albany. It's Caravali.
Oh, and
pretty,
Latham.
Yeah, it's pretty
Mhm.
authentic from
I've had the
Indian
lunch buffet there.
Is that right?
Mhm.
I have not done that.
Yeah. Oh,
We talk about Indian food.
Yeah.
we're talking about Indian.
There's one in
food.
Saratoga too. I like Saratoga a lot.
It is a treat. If you like Indian food, I'm telling you,
Wow.
limitless dishes for the lunch
Bring-
buffet.
Bring me some beef korma.
They were
I
getting
need it.
angry with me because I kept going back up
Took
for
'em a while
more.
last time with me.
They were gonna cap me off. And
I love me some Indian food. I lived with like 3 Pakistani guys for many years, so
Okay.
it was just a feast every day.
It was around, like 2001.
I
mean, see something, say something. Should we
Yes.
fucking say something? Like, are you? What's going on with these airwaves?
Yeah.
Is this like
Yeah.
Al
No,
Jazeera or
no,
some
that
shit?
really
Like get
is true.
hacked and it's really going into another country. Going, "Whoa."
Absolutely, I was. I was woken up by my roommate right after the first plane hit.
That was
that
that
said,
explains
yeah.
all these computers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
Shit.
There's like a
I'm
command
flying,
center in
flying
here.
planes remotely from my basement. That's what's going on here. Yeah, no, he woke me up after the first plane hit, and it's like,
I
"Yo, get out of here."
didn't do it. I
Yeah.
swear to God.
I
You're
mean,
the
I didn't.
one time.
I was so these are Pakistani guys from Coney Island. You know,
Right,
they
right.
are. They can speak a different language, but by all means, sitting there watching Toonami and every Japanime was not
Yeah.
something that you would stereotype that into. So yeah, no,
Yeah,
it
you
was.
know. Yeah, Coney Island's never produced anything.
No.
How about some fond memories?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to go to that beach when I was a kid with my grandfather. He used to buy me the Nathan's hot dogs. I'd go on the Ferris wheel. We'd go in the water.
Yeah.
Those,
Yeah.
Yeah, if anything, your ass blew up.
those were the days. And I'll
That's
tell you,
true.
you can
Mine
find
did.
some amazing kibasi down there. Kibasa.
Kabasa or
Dog.
guys?
Let's ask the Italian. Let's ask the resident Italian.
Yeah.
No. We'll throw him a curveball.
Sure.
Polish
What?
dish. What do you call it? No, asking.
Ukrainian.
Oh.
Kabasi isn't.
It's Eastern European.
Okay. I thought that was a specific Polish word.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
I'll play ignorant. I'm not going to say
Kielbasa.
kielbasa. It's one of those things that
Kielbasu.
Joe is itching to Google right now. but it's regretting.
Kubasu.
I don't know who's-
No, he's
who's-
just itching his
It's
crotch.
Ukrainian for
See,
kielbasa.
I just heard
Ah,
her,
there you
I just heard her say Yakuza and got I don't fucking know.
Radio.
What are you, Yakuza? So radio gauge entertainment, Greg.
Yes.
Radio gauge.
Radio.
Anagram? Is that the the correct?
I only
Term?
admit that when someone brings it up. So
Okay.
you're the 29th
Oh,
person.
nice. Woo.
Yeah, that is an anagram. Yeah,
I want to make sure it wasn't like an onomatopoeia.
No. it is. It's my name. But I also found deep meanings of those words.
Okay.
And it radio is to radiate outwards
Sure,
and gauge
yep.
is a pledge. So I really wanted to try to do. That's what to go back when you said out of my 15 years, 13 every day is a learning day. But the reason I say 13 is
Yeah.
because that first just about 2 years was learning little club shows and not really actually knowing what to really do. My first show I ever did, I opened up for Colin Quinn and Nick DiPaolo in front of 400 people in Detroit, New York,
Nice.
at Russell Sage. I asked to get on a show 3 times. Never doing stand-up, but did acting in theater in college my senior year.
Fake it till you make it.
And
Just get up and
but
go.
but it really goes back to my mother.
Where'd you go? Russell Sage?
For college, I went to SUNY.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
okay.
this show was at Russell Sage.
Oh, okay.
And I enjoyed live events because I played music my whole life.
Okay.
And so I hosted a couple events in high school, and I just liked that. I'm from a large Italian Irish Catholic family. I'm one of 8 kids, so our house was always like busy, and we always like hosting. So that's what I started to turn my direction to. I always wanted to host a show, and I got introduced to the New York City scene 13 years ago as well by Jesse Joyce. I don't know, you know Jesse. He's at
Yeah.
Comedy Central.
I
Roast
have his
Writer.
album upstairs.
Oh, there you go. And if you don't know, go to jessejoyce.com because he's one of the best writers out there. And in fact, he's in LA now. And
I think we actually had him on a long time
Oh,
ago.
did you?
Now I'm thinking about
he's the best. We performed together in Albany, and he said, there's a show I'd like to introduce you to in New York. And ever since then, we've been best friends.
Nice.
And he introduced my whole roster to me, and we were all starting out. It was just great to watch
Yeah.
everyone grow. And that's why I was like, I just want to showcase this. I want to bring this back to my hometown that I didn't feel it was being represented.
No,
Not due to anyone's fault. It's just the area. I mean, my family's been doing business this year in Albany for 73 years. I have deep roots. I get, and I have such an ambivalence for it. But I was like, you know what? Let's just, because here's the deal. I never really started going out till I was 25. And so when I was going out, were my good friends from youth and stuff, hanging out after college. But I didn't like hanging at bars. I always wanted to go to live events. So I was like, you know what? I want to bring this back. So I was in the West Coast between Houston and Long Beach. And I looked back, and it was 04 and 05. I said, I want to form a company and go more corporate shows and do bigger events. And then in 05, that fall, October, I'm at Stand Up New York on the west side in the city, New York City. And I was visiting my friend Craig Gass, and Craig does all the voices on Howard Stern. So go to Craig Gass and find out Craig. And at that time, as Joe, I know for sure knows, and maybe you guys and they do as well, Tess Collins, who owns Lark Tavern. Okay. Yeah. Well, Tess I met when I was 25. So when she bought the Lark Tavern, she said, I really want you to do a show here. And I said, okay, that's cool. But I don't have the idea yet. I'm not going to force anything. I don't have the idea. And this was 6-month span where I was trying to position the show and make it come out how I wanted it. And in 05, I turned the corner, and if you're familiar with Stand Up New York, it's a brownstone. So it sort of looks like Washington Park, right?
Yes. Yep.
So I turned the corner, and I had the idea. Now at that time, and for 5 years, I was sponsored by Budweiser. And so I came back to Albany and sat down with them and Tess, and I said, hey, this is my idea. I want to do a monthly show. All headliners, my friends coming in from New York. And a couple came in from LA because they were in New York doing shows. And I would do a monthly show. And at that time, my friend had a morning radio show, and he was a sponsor. So we're doing radio. And Budweiser paid for advertising for me. Nice. I mean, everything. I mean, you're really looking at a lucky guy, and to know where he comes from and with his friends. And it goes back to Jesse introducing me to New York. So I go, you know what? This is my idea. They all backed it. So I had 3 months to prep, and Jesse kicked it off. And good friends of mine are in a terrific band. Have you ever heard of Super 400? Okay. So the first show I ever did was at the Egg, and then I went to clubs with the Lark Tavern. So for the first 2 months, they also played a show after. So it was a sick, fun show. Yeah. It was standing room only. Those were such great days. I love that venue, and I missed it because it's just like the Village. It was really fun. It had a charm. It really did. Not to sound like a fuddy-duddy, but it really did. No. And then it sold out for the first 6 months. And Tess said, do you want to, sign up again and, contract again for another 6 months? I said, yeah. And I wanted 1 year to produce a show. And now it's been 10.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
So... And then, from there, I started getting bigger rooms and then corporate shows with fundraisers for fire departments, elk lodges. My mother passed away of breast cancer, so I do, fundraisers for American Cancer Society and Make-A-Wish. So it's the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And it's been real interesting go of it, And especially this year, I'm excited for 10 years.
10.
I really, really am. It's been 10 years and over 13,000 people, and they've all been great people. And I liked when I moved the show to Albany, a media company bought my showcase for 4 years, and we had it at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Latham up until last fall. That was a contract, and we sold out every show for 4 years at 225 people.
Wow.
So I was really, really thankful to the people in Albany. And I mean that every time they're there because it's so special. And I'm super thankful for that. And I want to continue it. I've got...
You got another 10 in you? 10 you being the man.
Right.
Or 10 continuing the brand.
Continuing the brand in some opportunities have come up that are under talks now. Okay, I don't mind growing with it. And I was recently just asked to be selected for the Palace Theater in Albany, their think tank committee. So that commenced last fall. Nice. So I'm really trying to do, I met Joe with workshops in Albany between 2008 and 2010, I had 130 students, and that's where they started coming to me because in those years between 2008 and 10 is when my career took a shift. Like there was really some opportunity that I was like, oh my God, I can't believe like this is awesome. And friends are around, so it was cool. And one of the students, who I think it was that you guys may have heard of is Mo Haskins.
Yeah.
You know Mo? Okay. So he said, we're going to these open mics and it's tough. They go, we can't get, time, and it's all music. And I go, it's late at night. And I go, yeah. And I go, you don't think I've done that before? Performed at 1 a.m. on an open mic in New York City. Yeah. Those are the things that you're gonna have to learn and deal with in a positive way. Like, just truck it out and do it, And then I kept, I was more in New York and I said, geez, I'd like to get back. So I called Tess and I said, I want to do an open mic in Albany for these young comics, give them a space. And so it's a cool zone. I know it's going to be under control with her management and the way I manage things. And so we did that in 2009. There was a whole year of 2009. Yeah. And there was that average, because I keep track of every show. That's how I know the total of my shows. Like every show I have totals. And so with that open mic on every Sunday in Albany, New York.
OCD or just business minded?
It's
in doing
split.
so.
I'll get to that. So because I started to recognize that in myself at 24. I'm 41, and but it's interesting to say that. But that open mic, so every Sunday for a year from 8 to 10 in Albany, New York, there were the comics and the audience, and averaged 50 people a show. Yeah. And that's the open mic, and that was like really cool. So I was like, oh, and I ran it, and I was even away on shoots. Like I was on a Volvo shoot once, and I came home at 8 o'clock from Massachusetts just to do it because it was great to see the everyone really trying.
Yeah. I went to at least one of those open mics.
Oh, cool.
I did not perform. I went to go see a friend who went up on stage.
Who was it?
Andy Plew.
Oh my gosh, the Plew brothers from Saratoga. He's a good cat.
I'm very good friends with him.
Let me digress for a moment. His name came through. I was sending out emails, and I still have his email. And I wondered about him because I was doing voices for him for the monkey. Do you remember that? He had the monkey animation.
He had
cartoon.
a couple of things in the works. I wasn't involved in that. I did actually show Joe one of them this evening that we did, and so that's even more random that came up.
Double nut punch.
Yeah, we
yes, that was it. That's exactly it.
The nut punchagram.
Yes.
That was the one I was in. With him. So him and his brother. Yeah. Andy and Ricky.
Yes, Ricky. Yeah, he was tall.
Yeah.
Well, tell him I said hello.
I will.
That's awesome. Wow, small. We haven't seen that guy in.
That's
10 years.
Exactly.
That's a small world after all.
Oh,
no. Excuse me. If you came then, so it was 09. Excuse me.
Yep.
So it was 7 years. I haven't seen.
Still long enough. Long enough.
That's cool.
Well, when I first started comedy, I was at the Lark every Monday.
Nice. That's awesome with Mo.
Wasn't sustainable, so I couldn't go every week and get home to Schenectady at 1 in the morning and wake up for work.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm up at 5 a.m. to go to work, and then that's when I was going to open mics. Yeah. And then add a child into the mix, and 5 a.m. I'm very happy just to wake up.
But it's a lot of fun over there. It's a lot of fun. Mo runs a great room.
Yeah, that's cool. I've stepped down twice. I've been there. Yeah, check it out.
Confidence.
Yeah, that's cool.
Great space.
Yeah, it's good. Glad to keep it going.
So you did theater at SUNY Albany?
No, I did. I didn't.
It's a hell of a segue.
No.
I have no segues.
Just say, shut the fuck up.
I did it when I went to Hudson Valley and SUNY Albany.
Okay.
So, and I only had to do like a year and a half of school.
Oh,
so they said, well, you can take what you want. And I took they were introductory classes, theater, but the acting was cool. And I don't know if you've ever heard of this woman, and she was my professor, and I'm still in touch with her to the day. Roseanne Ranieri. Do you know Roseanne Ranieri, the singer, songwriter from around town? She was
not my homegirl,
but just a fantastic poet and writer. And she told me, because we had to act out scenes, and she said, you should follow this. and I was 24 at the time, and I had no idea what the hell that was supposed to do. And that's that year I told you I found out more about myself, because my father is an accountant for the family business. My mother, the Irish side, she was an artist, and she used to dig Broadway plays, and she was a writer. We still have her. Notes and journals and stuff. She passed away of breast cancer in 81.
Okay.
So my father raised us all, and he's a great guy. And
8, you said, and you're the
I'm
youngest?
one of 8. I have a younger brother.
Okay, so you're almost. Wow.
Yeah.
So you're like
nieces
the,
and nephews.
you're one of the runts of the litter.
I'm one of the runts.
As much as you
the
love
tallest runt.
As much as
my sister's got the Italians either, between 4'11" and 5'3". Yeah.
as much as you
Same
love
with my
Christmas.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Irish and Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother's a short little redhead.
Why did it just get awkward? I was taking a sip of
Yeah,
water, and I was
I
like,
don't know.
no, he's got red.
Because I'm
And
like trying to think of
honestly,
No,
Yeah.
my brother. He's well.
like
First of all,
an
he's
Italian
a
ginger.
No, he's older than me. He's
Yeah.
a douchebag, and he has red hair, and he's short.
I think of like a
So that's his
ginger.
comeuppance.
I don't envision. Well, yeah, I guess the
Yeah,
Irish
he's a ginger.
could
He's
be
a day walker.
gingers.
He's
Yeah.
an ass. Yeah, he had to move to California because he had warrants.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother. He's a nice guy.
classy guy.
Wow. Let's get him on the phone.
Classy.
I was thinking about getting your dad on the phone.
He's a cool cat.
Wow, raising 8 kids.
Great kids.
What was your first car?
My first car was a 1989 Le Mans GSE 5-speed.
Is that what you
Wow.
want?
White with white. Well, our family owns an auto dealership.
Yeah,
right?
that's,
So-
you
so
know,
the thing-
there are purpose.
But there was also my father. The deal was you graduate high school, you
Yep.
get a car. So it was only 3 years old, and it was a great car. I loved it because I was like, oh my god! And that was the deal. Once you get
For
out
me,
of high
it's a
school, you
car.
go into college, you get a car, and then
That's
it's
a
like,
good question.
what happened? What was the question?
Well, that was a good question. What was your first car?
It is.
I had the Chrysler minivan
Ooh,
Okay, what was your first
until I
car?
crashed it, and then I had the LeBaron,
we're going with the
convertible.
first car.
Yeah, the first
the
one.
minivan.
What was it?
85 Grand Am, puke green.
Green?
85 Grand Am, puke green.
Puke green.
Yep.
Okay.
I had a Rabbit diesel.
Nice.
Oh,
Wow.
that's cool.
That
Four
was-
Chevrolet.
Crank
Oh.
sunroof.
You were
Nice.
cool.
Diesel sounded like an old
Oh, we
an
don't,
old CDTA bus. when
we-
we started.
we don't give a.
Glow plugs and everything.
I had a Blazer.
Nice.
Man.
I remember your
pimp.
Blazer. Yeah. Red?
Nice.
Blue.
Blazer.
You had the blue Blazer.
You had a blue Blazer.
Blue, yeah.
It's like,
That thing saved my life.
did it? How you really?
Oh,
Roll
yeah.
over?
No, I didn't roll over. I smashed in the what the hell? The ass end of someone's Honda. It was bad.
Really?
Oh yeah, I rear-ended him on the throughway.
Yeah.
On the throughway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because what happened? I was behind somebody. They put on their brakes, and the guy that was in front of me just went zoop, and shot out into the lane on the right. And I was
no.
like, "Oh fuck!" Bow, right into the rear end. I put the
Oh,
the
no.
trunk in the back seat.
No.
Nothing wrong with the Blazer.
Oh. Were the people okay?
Yeah, we were all okay. What saved my life though was I hit the lady, and I was in the left lane, and I went whoop. I jerked the wheel and went over 3 lanes into the right fucking shoulder. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Dude, that's so scary.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Jeez. So glad you're okay.
Me too.
Yeah,
Thanks.
The Blazer was good.
The Blazer served you well.
Yeah.
I got in a car accident. All right, this happened 30 years ago now, and this is true, and it's all on video. That's the thing.
Oh,
it is. I have a
my.
DVD of this shit.
Wow.
So I was going into a car wash, going to get my car washed, and I paid, and I started through. So I learned those are midder curtains when you first go through,
Yeah.
because as I just started to go through them, kapow! I got hit from behind.
Oh.
And I'm like, what? And the weird thing is, I could see the shit happening. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get hit. It was the weirdest thing. I'm like, I can't do
That's-
shit about this.
Yeah.
This is really going to be not good. So I didn't want to brace too hard because the guy was flying. So he was a guy, he hit, his foot had slipped. And because on tape, you could see going slow and then it jerked like that. And so got out all on tape. I'm like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. And the guy didn't even have insurance. So
Oh.
that was,
No.
yeah. So I was like, all right, well,
Oh,
can I have a
that's
copy
the
of that DVD?
worst.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
God. So that kind of blew.
I've been in
And
a lot
luckily-
of car
Like,
accidents.
what was he thinking plowing into the car wash?
No, I can't. The only way I can explain like that shit even happening, that it's even possible, is because this is the first thing he says to me too. I get out and he goes, "I didn't see you." What? He tried that line, and I'm like, that's not going to work here. That can work anywhere else, maybe USA and outside a fucking car wash, but it's got to be.
This isn't fucking outer
you,
space.
like,
man.
I
You
know.
get on the thing and it moves you. You're not driving.
He drove right up my head, man.
Oh, wow.
And the only thing that happened to my car, though, his license plate, the 2 bolts, made an impression into my bumper. So luckily that was it.
That's
And,
such a drag.
I worked at a car wash for a couple of years. I've seen many of accidents.
Is that right?
I've seen the rotary things just rip side mirrors off.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
yeah.
cool.
The most
Because that's
impressive.
not, that's not somebody getting hurt.
Well,
That's just like, hey,
car
we're gonna
wash
tear it
memories.
against the wall. I mean, it's
By
fun
my
to watch.
Every
It
car
happens to
wash has
people.
a sign that
Sometimes.
basically says we're not responsible for breaking your shit. If you have
Yeah.
like extra antennas and all that stuff, they're
Yeah,
good
who
with
doesn't like watching that go bad? That's why Hoffman's has those little windows and stuff. You can be like, hey, that
So
happened to
seriously,
them.
like people will have stupid shit like on a roof rack,
Everyone waits for that.
and I'd
They
be
lose
the
all their
honest
shit
one
on the
going.
roof
Yeah,
rack?
they'd have a roof rack,
Sure.
but it'd be weird and like it may not go your way in
Right.
there. And they're like, just run it through. And you just hear hydraulics just squealing. It's not.
I
the
want to
greatest
see
thing.
like a blooper reel of cars going through car washes.
Oh.
Getting fucked
the
up.
best one
That'd
was
be a really funny
YouTube
segment.
has it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
right?
we gotta
Probably.
find it.
the best
The
one
internet's done.
I
that.
witnessed. I witnessed, but
Car
Doing
wash
that on
fails.
MySpace, for Christ's sake.
the best one I witnessed was a big old van that had one of those moon visors that's like stuck out the front of the car.
Oh yeah, sure.
And again, told him this isn't going to go well, and he got all the way to the dryer. Now the dryer is meant to sit on your windshield and run up, so that just smashed his windshield, ripped the moon thing off.
Bingo.
Oh my god!
Did
there
not
are-
dry his van at
There are
all.
like a
Drove away very
million
unhappy.
car crash, car wash
they are.
compilations.
Yeah, I worked there for probably 2 years. and
There's
yeah, it
one, the
was
top 10
endless.
car wash
Yeah.
fails 2015, 16. Oh, guess what I'm doing tonight?
There you go.
Yeah.
Aunt Teresa's night is completely.
It is good.
Yeah, car accidents are fun. I've been in a lot of them.
I
Really?
jerk off to him all the time.
Yeah.
That's how we roll here, wetting
Oh,
that
yeah,
dick down.
antenna.
Yeah.
That rear view mirror broke off.
Man, that guy-
That-
That's what you get for
Just
having tow
rear-ended
mirrors in
that
a
other-
car wash. They stick out further, and the little things whip around and actually make a little grip and tear them up. You stupid. You and your tow package in a car wash, idiot.
I don't even have any words
Yeah.
for that. You know, it's one of those blank moments where you just go revolutionvapor.com, 72 flavors of premier e-juices for your vaping pleasure. Revolutionvapor.com. Aidala.com. 1G.
Well, with the
In the
tow
middle.
mirrors and the tow package, you pull them in to the side so they don't stick out.
Oh,
Ripped
yeah.
off. It's in the
I
instructions.
I always tried.
It's in the instructions.
It is. You're right. It's true. These morons are like, what? Huh? Why don't you read once in a while, man? Common sense.
You go to a car wash, you pull them in.
That's all.
That way it doesn't break your stuff.
Car washes are gross.
Car washes are gross.
They are so gross.
It's supposed to be clean.
No, dude, no. The car that leaves is clean.
Yeah.
What stays behind is what was on the car.
That's
So,
true, too.
by definition,
Definitely.
car washes.
Thank God, not a lot of
Yeah.
people.
Where do you
jerk
think
off
all that
on
dirt
cars.
goes? Seriously.
First world problems.
Yeah, first world
oh,
problems.
Man.
Well, that car wash water is so dirty.
Yeah.
But but no one ever
We
thinks
should send
where
it to
does
Detroit.
all that dirt go?
Right?
Where does all that dirt go that was on your car?
Don't they even need it more locally too? Some shit like around
Of
here,
course
like
it's clean.
or
It has
something,
bleach
right?
in it.
Yeah.
How can you have the balls to complain about dirty car wash water?
It's gross.
Really?
It's foul. Where do you think the dirt on your car goes when it
Goes
goes
down a drain.
No, it goes into what's cleverly called a pit.
What do they do with the dirt in the pit?
It stays in the pit. And then when
what?
the pit fills up, whoever's on shift that day and gets a shovel and a wheelbarrow.
No.
And you have to shovel all of the dirt that has fallen off all of the cars
That
due
is
to it
the
being
worst
washed.
job
Even in
ever.
Yeah.
2016, like they don't
Oh,
have like
yeah, no,
a
it
vacuum
ain't.
system.
No. This stuff is like clay.
Oh.
It's not.
Oh, so it
It's
solidifies.
it's
it.
these.
Oh my God.
It's like
It's-
baby diaper clay.
Oh.
It's
and it's all
nasty.
dirty and
Yeah,
filthy
it's
with
all the shit that
germs
comes off your
and
car.
bacteria.
And
There's
it's
videos
been
of that
sitting
on
there.
YouTube. I jerk
Yeah.
off to that.
Yeah,
And you have to clean it.
yeah. You
Don't
walk
you
into
Can you
just
fuck
love
it?
You're not.
yeah.
You're not unselling me here. Keep going.
Is it
It's so
warm?
thick and creamy.
Yeah.
You need a wheelbarrow on
Oh,
his.
God. Oh,
And it
that-
does wonders for the bags under your eyes. It's fantastic.
it's making
Should've
me
sold it.
sick. It's making me sick. I couldn't
It's organic.
even imagine. That's just germs and filth,
It's
Are
organic.
you a germaphobe?
diseases.
From the car wash?
Ugh.
Are you a germaphobe?
Yeah, I like to keep clean. You know, I mean, I shake people's hands and I go
Okay.
use hand sanitizer.
So that's a no. Okay.
I mean, I have hand sanitizer everywhere I go.
Okay, maybe you're a little bit.
Yeah. I won't drink out of the same cup as people.
Really?
I always, yeah. After
Can I have
I
a sip
shake,
of your seltzer?
no. After I shake hands at work and I get ready for the next meeting, I'll put the hand sanitizer on.
Really?
Yeah, I don't blame you because you're down, around all
Fucking
those
shaking
people.
people's hands all day.
Yeah.
then
And
rub
you
your
know,
eye or your
60% of
mouth.
those
Yeah.
men do not wash their hands.
They go to the bathroom and they don't wash.
No, you know
Oh.
what they do? They turn the faucet on and go, and then turn it off and fucking leave.
Yeah,
I'm like,
just-
why the
just-
fuck don't you just use soap?
Yeah.
Why?
Hey, that's at least slight effort. But
But
there's
it's
the ones
Just
where,
getting
where
the
I'm in the
dribble
stall.
off.
Yeah,
Just
no.
getting the dribble
No,
off.
we've-
Yeah, the dribble. Give me a break. I'm not taking a chance. I'm gonna get like AIDS or something.
Well,
You got to keep clean.
that is a good point.
there's nothing grosser when being at work and being in a stall, taking care of what you got to take care of, and hear someone walk in, use the urinal, and then just walk out.
Yeah, like what
Yeah.
if they have a venereal disease? They don't wash their hands, and then they go to
It's
my
brutal.
office for a meeting and shake my hand.
I don't like it when guys overdo
What-
the
I
poo
mean-
relief thing
Yeah.
because it's the and it's like the guy. Okay, the guy's he's playing Angry Birds or something. He's fucking, and then there's the guys that overdo the.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
not
yeah.
coming. You're just taking
Yeah.
a shit.
Yeah, it's
you
like-
know?
They're having a you know.
I try and be
Yeah.
as silent
Yeah.
as can be. In
I-
there, man.
I
And
swear
you
this guy-
look down.
Like-
Bob is the only one that
Wow.
was wingtips.
Mhm.
You
And
know
I,
it's him.
and I hate having to poop in public, but I always carry
Whoa.
You got to hide your
Wait,
eyes from that
you
crack
hate
in the
doing
door in
what?
the stall.
pooping in
I'll
public.
text
You poop in public?
Well, when I use a public restroom, that's why I always have.
Well, there's a
Baby.
door.
Yeah, I know, but I always have baby wipes at work in the car
That's not
because
pooping
in
in public.
case you have an emergency midday poop, you need to keep clean.
It's not an emergency. It's just poop.
Well, we've
I-
all had to do that, right? Like we've all had those
So-
times come up, and it is awkward. But when you were like this, like black your eyes from the screen. I'm so fucking paranoid. Do you know what I'm paranoid when I do that? They're gonna recognize my fucking feet, and then they're gonna be like, "Look, that was that guy. That was that guy." I'm like,
He's in there stinking it up.
I do that all the time. I always look underneath and I can recognize people's shoes on the
I'm
floor.
scared.
Yeah.
There are
I know who just took the shittiest.
there are
poop.
two individuals, and what Joe is touching on, I do in fact recognize their grunt.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like, yep.
There was an old
Yep.
guy I used to work with that had a real
Yeah,
distinct.
Sometimes they'll name a loved one
Yeah.
that they've talked to you about earlier.
Yeah. But you
While
he-
they're
you
shitting,
hear
like,
the grunt, and all
oh,
I can think,
God.
he is in fact sweating in there trying to get this thing out.
So I want to
Like,
ask,
it's work.
Oh,
ask Teresa. You said you keep baby wipes at work.
absolutely.
So do you like walk
car.
down the hall with a case of baby wipes
No,
under your arms,
I just
or
grab a wipe, put it in my hand, and sneak out.
just sneak out with it
Yeah.
like
Just
all
one.
balled up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
just one.
and you know when
Nobody in your office goes, is she walking to the bathroom with a baby wipe again?
and you know what else I do? When I recognize people's feet in the stall, I'll start talking to them. I'm the talker.
Oh,
I always go
seriously,
into
I
pee, I'll
hate
be
you.
like,
hate you.
I'll be like,
Yeah.
I see your feet. I'll be like, hey, Greg, what's going on? And you're
Yeah.
sitting in there trying to take a poop.
Wait a
there's
minute.
nothing
Why
That
are you-
worse.
so creepy.
Hold on a second.
Nothing worse.
Wait. You sit next to somebody in the shitter and you say, hey, Greg.
I should have
Wait a
first.
minute.
Yeah, that should have been my first question. You're right.
I
Hey,
was using it
What
as an
shitter are you
example.
using?
I'd be like,
hey, Greg, do you,
That's you in the morning.
Just don't piss on the seat again, Teresa. You power bottom.
hey,
listen, all I'm saying is when I notice the shoes, it could be Linda or Kathy or
Linda and
Marsha.
Kathy hate when you do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said,
I'm
Are they
always like,
listening?
Greg.
hi, Elizabeth.
Oh,
Hey, Greg, do you want to play
Hey.
Battle Shits?
nobody wants to talk to you while they're shitting.
I had broccoli last night. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win.
That's the best game ever.
Oh,
Battle
God.
shits. That's my new favorite game. I can't wait to play.
Asparagus torpedo.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to chat while they're shitting.
No.
Well, what about if they're peeing?
No.
They don't want that either.
No.
I mean, I'm in there with the phone. You got my wipes. I'm striking
Yeah,
up
I'm sitting there.
conversations.
I'm on Twitter and Instagram.
multitasking.
Don't bother.
I don't. Yeah. Well, if I'm home and I'm on the shitter, that's one thing. If I'm at work, like, not that I don't want to go back to my desk and work, but in and out. Don't talk to me. Leave me alone.
Well, that's yeah. Go ahead.
Say hi in passing.
It's fucking
None
none
of
all
us-
creepy. This went south. What do you
It
mean?
really
No, I fuck those people that use their phone in the stalls out. I never get that because it's like,
Oh, I'm one of them.
all right, no,
I
the reason why is because I just hope it falls in because they're so
That
annoying.
happened-
They're staking up the place with their fucking
That
shit
happened
and
to
their
me a few
voice.
weeks ago.
I
It
hate-
fell in. It
I'm
was fine.
sorry. Oh, it was.
I wiped
You wanna
it. I
touch it?
used the
No.
wipes. It still works. No, I sanitized it.
Yeah.
Glory
There's
holes
no
is your
level of
boil it?
yeah.
I
If
always,
it's water resistant, boil that shit.
I mean, I always use a wipe for the phone if I bring the phone into the bathroom too. It's an extra level of cleanliness. Mm-hmm. Baby
Brought
wipes.
to you by Delilah.
Oh,
that
fuck
was,
her.
that
You know
was.
what? You know what the
My
difference
fucking-
between me and Delilah is?
Phone herpes. And love. I adopt. You have a fucking dog.
Yes, she does. She adopted all those kids,
I think she's got 3 kids of her own and,
and
10
the rest
adopted.
are all
I
adopted.
didn't know that. Is that right?
Yeah,
That's-
I looked it
yeah.
up last week.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But
she's
you know
got-
what? I have a bidet, and I bet you she doesn't.
Ooh.
She's got a dirty asshole, and my asshole's always clean.
Well,
So
All right. We
take
know.
that, Miss Delilah.
all right.
We're
Wow.
gonna need a
We've
test.
got Rick on line 1. Rick, are you there?
Yeah, I'm interested in the clean asshole test
Yeah.
thing.
I want to talk to the girl with the dirty mouth and pooter.
Yeah, could you get that camera to get in a little zoom in on her? You know what I mean? A little bit for the rest of the show.
I don't mind the dog neither.
Yeah, right. Aw, it's just Rick again. Rick.
Call her.
Dogs always look assholes. Her opinion doesn't count.
Call her. You're on the air.
Are you going to tell him to turn down his radio too?
No, I was.
Call her, turn down your radio.
I was
Call
trying
her.
to get research.
My
for the end
asshole
of the
doesn't
show.
stink.
Oh.
It's got to be one of the hardest things ever to prove.
The what?
Like, my asshole doesn't stink. That's got to be a wicked hard thing to prove.
Yes.
Look, take a sniff right now.
Why would- This is so.
Yeah,
Speaking about Pac-Man, no, not at all. Where are all the good games though? You guys game? My
Yeah.
nieces and nephews game. Do you? I
do.
honestly don't.
I love my Wii.
Is that right?
Mhm.
Mike does.
I did try Wii tennis and bowling years ago, but that was it.
I don't.
That's my jam.
I don't game at all.
I stopped after I think it was Nintendo. I was definitely done after Zelda.
Oh, I
Yeah.
got the Zelda for the Wii.
My kids, or my
Dude,
kids, my
it's
nieces and nephews
awesome.
go crazy for it. Is that right?
Yeah, and I
Really?
have all the original Super Mario Brothers on the Wii.
That doesn't surprise
I
me.
got
Mario
4,000
Kart.
games in an arcade cabinet.
Yeah, right there. Bakari.
sweet.
right.
Look at that.
I got them all. It's cool.
He likes games a little.
Yeah, I game a little bit.
Nice, dude. That's cool. Showcase those. Those are sick. Are they work?
Dude, we
Yeah.
play
No,
bowling.
well, one literally has 4,000 games, and the other one is
Yeah,
functional
there's
operation.
the
Oh,
original
wow.
It's like a
arcade
gigantic
bowling.
smartphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know what it is.
Kids laugh at it. Just like, get the shit in my hand.
But jam, you'll never see an arcade machine ever again. They did open the arcade at Viaport Rotterdam. I don't know why I have to say that. Rotterdam Square Mall.
Yeah.
It's an arcade.
They opened they're opening an aquarium. How do you not know this?
I did read that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They have
the arcade
Yeah.
has opened with bowling alleys.
Don't get
No
me
shit.
started. Don't
Yep.
get
Nice.
me started. on
Why is the traffic already fucking up your
the
flow?
I live right near there. And
Oh.
so the traffic, they're raising prices because of all the jobs, and they've been.
Who's raising prices?
I'm just saying,
the only
people
thing you
are
buy is
raising
fucking
prices.
gasoline and coffee.
People are raising prices on shit. Leave it
What?
at that. Like rent.
Rice.
Yeah, rice.
Rice.
Ammo.
Yeah,
Ammo.
Yeah, there's a gun store there.
Yep.
hmm
Mm.
That's
Is there?
I love that.
Yeah,
They
there's
sell
events.
Got a
arrows,
nice little
too.
park.
There
Air
is a nice little
walkie
park.
park
Yeah,
thing.
there's a bike path. It's
Yeah.
lovely. But
Greg,
Yes.
tell me about February 27th.
February 27th is the first of the celebration shows for the 10-year anniversary. That's the Brouhaha Comedy Showcase. That's happening. Got invited back to the Town of Colony Golf Course. And my friend Keith Alberstadt from Letterman, Last Comic Standing, Seth Meyers. And he's also he's been doing spots on the show for the 10 years too. He's a great guy.
Cool.
He contributes to SNL Weekend Update. He's a great writer. And he also plays the Globe many times over for our troops.
wow.
So yeah, he's a good old he's a good pal. And then do you know Dave Cooperman?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yep, saw Dave
Dave
What's
6
buddy?
months ago. Something like
and you know Jake LaMarca?
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Had Jake on a couple
There's
months.
Louis.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah,
Sweet.
there's Louis up there.
Where is he?
There's little
There's
Louis. right?
Louis laying down up there, and then,
Oh, yeah,
and then,
yeah.
yeah, he's kind of turned.
I
my way,
met
but, yeah.
I met Jake when he was in 8th grade the legal way. So I'll preface it that way. Excuse me.
Good old Mahonison.
That's actually what it was, because for 4 years I did career day with that school system. And
That's where Mike and I are from.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, is that right? Oh, okay.
Proud graduation.
all
Graduates
right,
of Mahonison.
cool.
Yeah.
So they would have it was really nice. They have all these professionals come in, and it was a 5-hour day, but they were doctors, lawyers. One guy was a military fighter pilot. I'm like, that was awesome. Like designers and me. So I had taught the workshops and stuff, so I used that as a syllabus, and they were all exceptional 8th graders that had the opportunity to get introduced to different walks of life, which I thought that's a really good thing to do, as we all know, as you get older, right?
Right.
Isn't it great? That's the thing, get exposed to things.
Mhm.
So show them. And so I'll never forget, so all day these little kids would come in, and they all have great questions because they have to sign up for what they want to learn more about.
Okay.
And
We got Scrooge Jefferson.
I know.
Scrooge.
Big time. Big time. Man.
every class would say, "Hey, have you seen our friend Jake LaMarca?"
They didn't teach
And I said,
weed in
no.
high school.
Yeah, it's just weed 101. And he came in, and he was the last period. He was a little kid with a bow tie on, and I let him do some time, and I was like, oh my God, this kid's really talented.
He's a funny kid.
So I gave my card. I said, honestly, have your mother call me. And she did. And I met with him, and I did a couple coaching sessions with him, and he's got such natural talent.
Yeah.
He listens, and
He's got an old world feel to him.
yeah,
He's an
he was
old
like
soul.
he was like that as a kid. He really, really was. So I've had him on the show before, and I really like. He's, I've known since I was a kid, since he was a kid, and
Yeah.
I'd like to see him grow. So I really want to try to help continue to nurture that.
Oh,
So
Jake,
yeah,
yeah.
so it's Saturday night. It's $20 admission. You can go to gregadella.com, or you can actually phone them in the in the 518 area, which is 518-982-0220. 8
Say it
o'clock.
again. Say it again slower.
518-982-0220. Did I ever say it too fast? That's the Italian in me. Is it?
No,
No,
no.
it's-
So it's covered, so people can be like,
Oh,
yeah, I got it. I
thanks.
got it.
220. That's all that keeps repeating in my head right now. Is just 518-220.
Yeah, there's
Right.
limited seating left. So,
At what.com?
well, you can go to the BrouhahaComedyShowcase.com.
Or Greg,
That's why I
Or the
say the
man
Brouhaha
himself,
with
yeah.
the show, because everyone's like, what? It's
Yeah.
pronounced Smith. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah.
Jesus, Christmas. You know what I mean? I
Yes.
said that
There's
at the
2
bank
vowels
once.
next to each
Oh,
other.
my
It's fine.
stars.
It's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, and it's cool. We've got a lot of stuff coming up.
Kicking
If you
off
guys
for
are ever
10
in the city
years.
too, 2 years ago I got inducted in the Friars Club. So if you guys are ever in New York City, and as for the love of comedy, and I know you guys have been doing this for a while, feel free to reach out, and I'd love to have you guys down for a drink and really show you how much I really have passion for the business. And
That's so
what it means for them.
Totally.
So it's a dress code. So it's all right. But I mean that. I'll throw that in because I know, I try to pay attention with, because no way I got into acting, and that's led all the commercial work. And I try to really.
I did want to touch on that last move because that was
Yeah.
pretty funny. But
I was just gonna say because and quickly because I try to help as much as I can, and I'm there in spirit, I hope. And you guys have been working hard, So that's really
Nice,
cool.
man.
So if you're down
Right.
that way, feel free to reach out. I mean that.
Cool.
And if I'm there, you know,
That'd be
we'll
sweet.
do that. Go for a drink. It's,
You
it's a
know
cool joint.
Liz Barrett?
Liz, yeah, I do know Liz
Yeah,
Barrett.
yeah.
She's a friar.
I've known her since she began her real life.
Oh,
and met
cool.
Her husband, from NIPERG days.
Oh, okay.
And, somebody told me last year.
I don't know her
Liz
well.
Was doing
I-
comedy, and I was doing comedy, so we kept trying to hook up when I was down in the city.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How do you get inducted into that?
Well,
Friars.
there was interest in it like 4 years ago
Okay.
from the director and the manager, the GM, and so my best friend that I grew up with, he and his wife live in the city, and their daughter goes to school on the east side with this other young kid that had a birthday party, and they were good friends, a boy and a girl, right? My friend's daughter. The party was at the Friars Club. Well, the father was the executive director. This is
Oh.
like 4 years ago, and never mentioned a thing. A year goes by, a year and a half, and they'd see each other maybe a couple times, and he's like, I'd like to tell you about my friend. And he studied up onto me, and he goes, this is the kind of guy we're looking for. And when I got that call, I was like, no way, I am not ready for this. Another year and a half went by. I go, I'm not ready for that, because I'm taking it way too seriously because it's comedy saved me in so many ways. And I know so much really about it that I don't want it tarnished. So they found out about my showcase, and I became friends with Jackie the Joke Man Martling. And so I got a call and a meeting with them. They invited me down. They took me for a tour. Actually, a couple of my friends that happened to be there stopped me with the manager. So that was nice to see them. And then I got a call 2 weeks later, and they said, we'd like to interview you. So I went down, and I had an interview, which is an hour interview. And so, yeah, that was in April. And they said, you'll know within the month. And I got a call and then an official letter that they said, we'd like to welcome you to the Friars Club. So at the meeting, at the interview, Jackie had written, a note, because you have to be sponsored by two good members in standing, and you have to have something. They really look into you, like what you're contributing. And what got me in was my entrepreneurial skills for the showcase. So
That's
I was,
phenomenal.
so it was really cool. And then I got to perform there too. It was in October of last fall, on their series that they have there. So it's been a great treat. And last year I was I'm on the softball team for the Friars Club, so it's pretty sick. So we got the second season starting next month, and it's fun because we play in Central Park, and it's awesome. And it's also great because so last year I got Rookie of the Year. Right? Yeah, first time they ever give it out, Rookie of the Year. I was like, yeah, it's great to be a rookie at 41.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is great. I'm like, oh, hey, all right.
Thank you for holding me back.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get ahead of you. Rookie of the year.
So I was like, hey, that's exactly what I said when I received. I was like, that's great. So,
Did you get invited to the Bieber roast at the Friars Club? Do you get?
those are out in L.A.
Oh,
Yeah, they have.
They don't fly you out and be like, "Hey, you want to be like?"
I could go out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I could do that.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, a lot of it is on. You're paying for that.
Yeah,
You can get invited, but you still got to cover your way.
Oh,
So
okay.
I like just hanging out in the New York scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's.
She's like, yeah, they just give you money, right?
Yeah.
So fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Put you on a jet
Yeah.
and fly you.
Yeah. Well, why not?
Yeah.
It's the Friars
It's called
Club.
Yeah.
Greyhound.
Yeah.
No.
So tell me about the
Megabus.
March 31st. 31st?
Yeah,
Yes,
March 31st is that's through Leukemia Lymphoma Society. I have a woman friend that's running for Woman of the Year in the Albany area.
Okay.
So I don't know if you know John Fish. Have you ever? He's from Letterman, Comedy Central, Last Comic Standing too. He's a 10-year guy on the show, and so we are doing an hour show at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Latham on Thursday, March 31st at 8 p.m. because she's a really motivated person. She likes to raise funds like I do, like creative and do fun things, and so they wanted the comedy show, and I was really, I was like, oh, that's great. I'd love to contribute, so let's do it. So that's coming up. And then I've got, tomorrow I got asked to, I'm on to do a spot at the Albany Funny Bone because Keith's coming up and he's headlining tomorrow night, so I'll be there. Friday, I'm on co-hosting the morning show on B95.5 in the Albany area radio, and then Saturday the showcase.
Wow.
Foxwoods in New York City for 3 next week. So that's
Days
why-
are packed.
Yeah, I'm thankful, and I wanted to mention this too because the web series that I got asked to be part of last year, Welcome Home, it's been going out for a year and a month now, and
That wasn't the cop one, was it?
no, the cop one is actually I was doing voice work at a studio today in Albany for that movie.
Okay.
Yeah, that's they're in post production with that.
Nice.
So yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, the cop one's like. I like your pictures. Who's the mastermind behind that?
Well, we've got an entire art department.
Because I'm like the one. All right, because the one with my face like that. Because my niece is in theater, and my face looks ridiculous on her body. I saw that this afternoon. I'm like, all right, that's pretty funny.
I'm the art department is very happy that you found it funny because the art department was laughing their ass off while that was being created, going, he's gonna fucking kill the art department. I can't post this.
Wait, so who is the art department?
So there were
it is
yeah,
you.
it's big. So there were, we'll never disclose that live in the air, but
Oops.
no.
Sworn to
No.
secrecy.
Yeah, don't do that. I'm listening. Keep talking. I want to check.
But
it out.
the first two were created because that original one on your niece's body we even scared the art department. Going, this one just came out a little too good and a little too weird.
Frightened me when you said it to me. What the hell is that?
I'm like, what do I even?
I was up at 6:30 this morning
Like,
and
I
I
wanna
saw
post
all the
this
posts.
picture.
I'm like, oh my god!
So does he have a progeria twin or something? What is that?
I got a good laugh at like 7 a.m. after I took the dog out and finally checked the phone. That was very clever, art department.
Yeah,
No,
I was biting my lip.
And you are
good
so you're a
stuff.
busy bee, man.
Yeah,
You're-
the web series is something that guys might dig because they're all. I was acting with my one friend who wrote it and came up with it like 13 years ago, and he just got back from the city. He and his wife are both nurses, and he's like, "Hey, I got the script for you." So they're really great. They're professional. You know, they've got backgrounds in it too. And for the 1 year, it's now airing on 2 stations around the country outside of streaming. It's Stream Now TV, right down they're out of Texas, and Spark TV out of Cleveland just started airing at the beginning of this month. So yeah, and it's really cool, and it's fun, and I'm excited to be part of it. It's it's creative. I never put all my eggs in one basket. I like the balance that I've had over my career with just enough. That's I'm open, but it's
here's the real question.
Yeah.
Have you out-entrepreneured your siblings?
No.
Is there an entrepreneurial rivalry?
No.
No.
We're
Because
we're painfully close. And we're very supportive of each other.
But okay,
Nice.
I was gonna say
I'm very
at
lucky.
this point,
family and friends are everything
none of
to
the
you.
odds are against you to out-entrepreneur your father. Like that's what 73 years is
The
that what
business
this?
is 73 years.
That's some entrepreneurial
That's a good one.
magic right there.
Yeah.
That's
So
That's
I know
special.
that is something special. I'm like, man,
but
how do you compete?
no, and excuse me, but I've said this in interviews because it's actually something in the as we're all adults and we all have to work. No matter what it is, we have to work.
Yeah.
And I'm really lucky I grew up with around a business of any small business. It's just helped me and shapes you. It just does because everything counts. I mean, you have to take out the trash every night. There's always something to do, and I'm really thankful for that. To get that business sense. So, and then but hence show business. Then there's the show, which is the best part. As long as that business is caught up, man, have fun at the show.
Yeah, man.
I've always said that.
That's a good motto.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck
There's
yeah,
nothing
Joe.
better
Yeah.
than turning
Joe
on the
Green.
spotlight with nothing to worry about. You're just like, everything's done. Click.
Party
And I've got-
time.
it's 20 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Squirt girl.
Yeah.
And it's all done.
Yeah.
Make sure to check out
Great. Joe Green, everybody. Joe Green.
the wonderful Joe Green.
You can intro it like that. Well, Joe Green over here. Okay.
Greg,
Yes.
thank thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you
This has
guys.
been
I
a lot
really
of fun.
appreciate it.
Yes,
Thank you
really,
guys. It's good to
this was
see
a
you.
treat.
It's good to see you, Joe.
Super
You know,
treat, man.
and
Bringing it back. Didn't know he took the class. The class. So that was. I learned something new about Joe.
we dated too.
That I knew.
Oh, that's
You
so
son of a
sweet.
That I knew.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
sorry. Well, sometimes it just happened. It was a Florence
Just
Nightingale
because
effect.
you like
It was a
sucking
dude.
dick doesn't make you.
You
gay.
guys are gonna go down in the
True.
hall. You guys are gonna go in the Hall of Flame together.
The Hall of
Oh,
Flame.
we forgot the hall.
What's that? What's that?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I said
just
in the,
made
I
it
said
up.
in the shed.
Yeah, I'm like,
I was
is that
like-
like Whispering
I said in the
Pines?
shed
should
tonight. It
trademark
looks like
that.
there's like the baseball, there's football, there's other. There should be like a gay Hall of Fame, like the Hall of Flame.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
and
there
we
should
would be the
Hall of
nominating
Flame.
committee.
Like, and
Oh,
I think
I
Jefferson
see.
right away was
Really?
like Freddie Mercury. Yes.
Liberace,
absolutely.
duh.
Yeah.
David Bowie Lifetime Achievement Award this year. He's getting it.
Eleanor Roosevelt.
Absolutely.
Because you don't have to be gay to get in. You just have to be cool.
Exactly.
That's
The Hall of Flame is fucking awesome.
It's super fun.
sounds it.
Yeah, and
I don't
flaming.
know. It's flaming.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you are now officially part of the nominating committee for the Hall of Flame.
Oh my God.
Welcome. Lots of benefits.
As long as I don't get beat
You
up
know,
over it.
Yeah.
Let's do this. 'Cause I'm not a fighter, man.
It's just
I
gonna be
will
one
run.
big party. People are gonna totally. It's gonna be like the Friars Club for regular people.
Oh, right.
Just watch out for
It's not as
flannel.
cool.
We still won't fly you to LA.
Listen. Yeah, we're not flying anybody anywhere.
No.
Get on the CDTA.
We'll make sure to check
Meet us in
out
the-
the Brouhaha Comedy Showcase
Yes.
all over the area very soon.
Yeah.
That's like tomorrow. Like
Like
it's like the 27th of February to
That's
me is like
Saturday.
tomorrow.
It's a few days away.
Like that's
Saturday.
my days are all blur with a child. I don't have days. I just have weeks.
You're just spanning
It's
time.
it is the weirdest time warp. Like if your parents ever tell you,
Yeah.
time. They'll give you the time speech. Once you have a child, it's ridiculous. Like 2 years gone.
I noticed
So-
a little bit of that with my my nieces and nephews. Like, holy cow! I mean, not
Yeah.
as intimate.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
you have like 15 of them. So
Yeah.
it's
I know.
it's
My oldest is 23. I'm like, oh my god,
Jesus, that hurts.
where'd that go?
I mean, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
When I saw the News Channel 9 article that said 10 years, it hurt. Like it hurt for a second going, I remember that. Knowing Andy going there, that was 7 years ago.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Ow.
yeah.
Man, that's,
Time
you
flies
know.
old
by when you're
motherfucker.
having
Yeah,
fun.
old.
Yeah, it
I
does.
know.
Yeah.
Age is
Just-
catching up with all of us.
I absolutely. I felt I better than ever. I'm like, fuck it.
Rock it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of hard work. I mean, and it's still hard work, but I've just found a balance that I know works for me. So
Mm.
I just try to go with that
Hey.
feeling.
Nice.
You know,
It's very zen.
yeah, I try. You know what I mean?
Yumma, yumma, yumma,
And
yumma,
peyote,
yumma.
I love it.
Oh,
Beautiful.
He's like,
Aidala.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
He's like,
Big
beautiful.
Yeah.
That was awesome, man. That was, dude, that was ready. Peyote. Beautiful. That was great. Oh man.
I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But thank you guys. And I mean that if
Yeah.
you're ever in New York City and feel free
And
to reach
we
out.
are.
Yeah, we'll definitely hang in. Yeah,
My
get a
cousin-
kick out of it.
My cousin's down there, so
Sweet. Shout out to the
I'm
cousin.
only allowed 5 blocks away. So that's,
he's got a restraining order.
yeah.
From the cousin?
No,
No.
leaving his
No,
house.
that's that's
Oh, I'm
all.
sorry.
I'm
Oh,
allowed
okay.
to go 5 blocks, and that's to the Stewarts to get milk.
That's
I
5
got
blocks
you.
away.
Yeah, that's
Wow,
it.
you've counted. That's
Yeah.
how that's how you
Damn,
know.
It's
dude.
5 blocks.
1,749
5 blocks.
steps.
Yeah, 5 blocks in a decent sized parking lot.
I
Yeah.
did it
But
with
I
my
don't-
hate bit.
Yeah.
You wear it on your wrist.
Your hate bit.
lots of revolution. Jefferson,
Yo,
please tell me you're going to do something cool this week.
I hope so.
Anything.
I hope
Like
I
the
don't know.
date
I don't
was cool, the
believe you.
Tinder was cool,
I don't
but
have any plans really, so
Make
we'll see what happens.
something.
We'll
You're
see.
gonna
Tinder
meet
dates is
somebody
like-
on Tinder.
I hope so. I,
I
just
mean, that's
swipe
kinda
right
cool,
all
but-
day. It's
You need to get a life.
Wait,
Is
whoa.
that yes or no?
You just
You're right.
swipe yes?
yeah.
Right?
All
Right
day
is
long.
yes.
You're going with the 1% rule?
You're blind swiping.
Okay, so
Out of
that's yes.
100, you're like, you want to fuck? One's going to say you have my respect. The tenacity. That thing is, yeah, I couldn't do it. I feel like I get 3 in going,
One way to
what?
That's one way to beat the odds of your patheticness.
Yeah, there
Say
you go.
yes to them all. Well, I'm sure I'll see you next week.
I hope so. If I don't get hit by a bus or something, right?
Or Super 8.
Well, that'd be probably the coolest fucking thing you've ever done.
Probably.
I got to call in, guys. I got Tinder raids.
Yeah. Joe, man.
I'll be doing stuff. I'll let you guys know.
Thanks. We'll see you next week. Hopefully doing cooler stuff. And Teresa,
Yes, dear.
what do you got?
Well, I hate to bring, I don't want to be competition, but you sound like you're good on the 27th. I have a show on the 27th.
Oh, nice.
I'll be hosting Mad Laughs at the Madison Theater,
Oh, cool.
featuring Travis Steele, Christopher Barnes, and headliner Rich Williams,
Oh, cool.
produced by Howie Jones.
Nice.
Tickets are $10. So if you can't go to Greg's show, go on the other side of Albany. Come see us at the Madison Theater. My mom will be in the audience. She's going to pop her daughter Comedy Cherry.
Oh,
Sweet.
Yep,
That's
yep.
nice.
And
It's gonna
I'll,
make such
I
a
just saw
mess.
the scene
Can
from
you
The
get that on
Shining
tape?
with the elevators.
and I will be back here next week with our guest, a new up-and-comer, Quentin Davis.
Okay, Quentin.
Nice.
So,
I saw the name. I became his friend recently.
yeah. Well, he's going to be our guest. He's looking forward to it.
I'm not on the Facebook a lot, so hearing a name and going, I know that name. That's a new name.
I can't friend Greg on Facebook. He's got too many friends.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
I lucked out. I friended him before he
I
maxed
missed,
out.
I missed the cut.
You loser.
I know. I know like 11 people. I mean, really, I think I'll drop some for you.
Oh, thank you.
That's
No, Jefferson.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I was saying you're supposed to say beautiful.
beautiful.
Greg, thanks again for coming.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
My friends
Thank
call
you.
me
Thank
3D.
you.
Make sure to check out our sponsor, revolutionvapor.com. 72 flavors of I don't know what the hell I hit to make that buzzing noise in the air.com. And make sure to check out all the podcasts on the Comedy Pipe Radio Network. The What You Got podcast, the HV Funny podcast, the You Need Bohemian podcast, and the Loose News podcast. We will see you all next week right here on Pipedream.
What?